Yeah, my van. He wears a bow tie. Bow ties are cool. All right, so storage space in the road truck. Most of it is utilized amazingly efficiently. The one spot that I don't really love it is here in the kitchen. It's like, hello, wait, hello. When stuff gets way back there, you can't get to it. You just can't get to it. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna install a couple of these guys and then those guys. Sliding racks and drawers, I got them at the Home Depot. They're like 90 bucks each, but they're gonna be more than worth it once we get to utilize all the space to put all, you know, the stuffs. So first thing we're gonna do, let's make sure that these tracks fit. They're 17 inches by 20 inches and they just, I'll show you. All right, so to get your slider track in there, you actually kind of have to come in at an angle and just, you know, work it in gently. You know, it just slides right in there. So once you get, you know, use two hands and angle it in and then flatten it out, you're looking here. You really got to keep an eye out. You want to make sure that these sliders are free to come in and out on both sides and make sure that they're just at the edge or back of this board here. Once you get it lined up, you're going to want to take a drill, hopefully something like this. It's going to give you a lot of playroom to go in. Now if you only have a standard drill like this, it's tight. You can make it work, but it's tight. So we're going to line this guy up and screw it in, and then we'll put the basket on, and that's one down. So once you get it nice and lined up, just put your front screws in first. And that's going to make sure you're going to keep it nice and squarely spaced to the front. All right, now that we got the 4 screws in front and back, now we're going to take the basket and click it into position. These guys can be slid out and the basket just rests on these little hooks front and back there. All right, now that we have this clipped into those clamps on the sides there, you know, it just easily slides in with no problems. And of course the door is going to close and not be obstructed. Right, so what we're going to do is we can see that when we put this guy in here in the very back, this bar is hitting the top of the cabinet in there because, well, it's curved. So, okay, we're going to make a slight modification. I'm going to chop this guy off in the back, and hopefully that's going to allow us to push this guy in that extra few millimeters so nothing's easy. If it was easy, everyone, you can do this. I got faith in you. Let's just cut that. Yeah, let's do it. So I was going to take the grinder or the Sawzall or something and cut this bar off, but I just, you know, just get a hammer and just keep whacking it, you know, concave, and we'll go try to fit it. All right, and by bending that back there, making this a little bent in, can't even see the dents. You push this back in now and you can see, boom, we are clear on both sides. So now we'll have no trouble at all closing the door. Fits. It's fine. No, it's not. So we got a bit of a bump. This guy here is just hitting right here. I'm going to do a little mod / motivational bending on this guy. But first, can we get both in first? And then we'll come back. I'm going to put the other one in. That was easy. So yeah, you're going to put this guy in at an angle again, and then slide it down. Make sure you don't, be careful. There's sharp edges. Once you get it in there, again, make sure these guys are just set back to the border inside there. And I'm going to put in those 4 screws, and then we're going to put this in, and it's going to work fine. It's no mods for you. All right, screwed down. That was pretty painless using that angled drill. We're going to pull these guys out here. Let's get this basket on here and see how awesome it fits. Awesome it fits. And there it is, and it slides. I said it slides in perfect. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, so what we got here is some PVC piping that it's just nicking. So I'm going to do a little filing on that pipe to make sure there's no clickety clackety, and then we're gonna do something with this we can do this. Be right back. All right, so we got the grinder out, started doing a bit of grinding, brought it back over, and then made another line to follow. I'm gonna carve this out, and then hopefully that latch will slide by without rubbing. It's okay. That's fine. All right, after several sessions of grinding, trying to get this just right, now we reclose. Nice and solid. So I can't emphasize enough how much of a space saver this is, because usually you can't get past the first 6 inches to get to the stuff in the back, but now every inch of that space is utilized and accessible with a pull of one of these drawers. This one here didn't need any modifications at all, slides perfectly, but I did have to go inside there and scratch down, grind down that PVC pipe just like 5 or 6 millimeters, just so that didn't rub. But now it's nice and smooth. Like full utilization of cabinetry here. Super excited to be able to access all my cooking utensils and pots and pans and everything I'm gonna put in here. Now that I've maximized the versatility and usability of this cabinet, we're gonna put a safe in the closet. Gonna get a safe off Amazon, you know, about yay big, just so I can lock up my laptop, cameras, money, passport, and I'm gonna install a USB charger in it so I can charge all my electronics while they're safely locked up. Thanks for joining me, guys. Really appreciate you. We'll see you on the next one.